today we're going to cover my process of how to find winning products over and over again. All right. If you understand this process once, you will be able to replicate this over and over again over a very long period of time with a bunch of products which are going to actually stay consistent. It's literally like riding a bike. You're not going to unlearn it. You're just going to have this eye for a good product and for a bad product, and you're going to need to learn the distinguishments between those two. In the beginning, it's going to feel very unnatural, and you're just going to base it on everything which people on YouTube say, and you're going to basically think, all right, the product just has to be problem solving, wow effect, good margins, a lot of AliExpress orders, proven concept. If the product fits all of those 5 things, we have a winner, all right? Unfortunately, that's not the case, especially if you're just starting out and have never made even 6 figures before. So I'm going to be very transparent about one thing. A few years ago, when I actually started doing this mentoring program, I basically only had 4 winners at that time so far, and I didn't really have this perfect clear picture of what a good product is or not, okay? Because 4 products is something, and all of them made over 6 figures. However, unfortunately, that's not enough to have this perfect eye for what a good product is and what a bad one is, okay? So for me, what helped out tremendously is having a bunch of students which are all testing products. Through that, my knowledge of what works and what doesn't just grew exponentially. And I immediately had not only the access to my products which I test, but rather also the products which my students test. And that just makes everything so much easier and so much quicker. And let me tell you about the process of how I would go about finding winning products if I would just start everything from scratch again. So the very first thing I would do is make a list with all the products which actually work for other people right now. Okay, that's pretty simple to do. You just go on like all these spying tools, either check how many sales they have or check how much engagement they have, and basically make sure that they actually are running a lot of ads also on the ad library, and basically make sure that those people are actually for sure making money. You can just tell by looking at the ad library if they have a bunch of ads running and those ads are not to like third world countries, they're probably going to make money. And on top of that, if you even have like some kind of inspectors which track their sales, you're going to be even better off. So the first thing you do is just make a list with all the products you can find which have exactly this one thing in common: they make money. Okay? And then you start reverse engineering. What do all of them have in common is the first question you need to ask yourself. But the way more important question here is, can I actually also make this work, or will it require some other things which I don't have access to yet? For example, if you have a store with a bunch of dog products and one of those dog products pops off and does really well, okay, you see that. However, you also see that the same store tested like 25 other dog products previously and it worked really well already, and they have a bunch of dog products in their store which all work, okay? That competitor is not proven concept for you, because they have this crazy strong pixel in the dog niche and they have a proper brand setup, okay? You don't have both of those things, and if you start out with a random product out of these 25 winning products of theirs, it's not gonna help you because their proven concept is not yours. So you go through your list and delete all of those. If you see that you have branded stores which look really nice, have like professional ads, or have ads which are clearly custom to their thing, eliminate them. You don't need them. And then you also check the pixel. Like, that's very important. If you see that this store has like a crazy past experience with a bunch of products in a niche, or in general with like tons of products which worked well, I wouldn't take that as a proven concept. If you look at Gymshark, obviously their t-shirt is going to work for them, even if it's just like a black t-shirt without anything on it. For you, it's not going to work. So the next thing you have to ask yourself is, how easy will it be to find a good audience for this product? Okay, so what I mean by that is it easy to target or hard to target? For example, if you have a phone case without anything on it, who will you sell this phone case to? It's literally for everybody and nobody, okay? So it's like, it's so broad that you cannot pick what to target on Facebook, which makes everything way harder for you because you're gonna burn through a lot of money, and only then Facebook is actually going to know who to show the product to, and then you're going to start making money. You don't need that as a beginner because you cannot even trust yourself that you're actually going to make money in the later stage, and probably you're just going to burn through money in the beginning and not make money in the long run. Okay? So what you need is a product inside of a passionate niche which is very clear to target. For example, a dog niche. Obviously, it's very clear who to target if you have a dog product. And with a phone case example, you can also transfer it into the dog niche if you just put some kind of dog on the phone case and then you're good again. But the niche is not accessories. That's not a niche. How can you target that? So what you do then is you go through your list and cancel out all the products which don't fit the passionate audience thing. Then the next thing is you go through your list again and see which ones out of these products actually are easy to upsell. I like this example, but if you have a spoon, it's very easy to upsell because everybody buys a set of spoons. Okay, nobody buys one spoon, it just doesn't make sense. Obviously, the spoon thing just by itself doesn't fit into the passionate niche thing. However, you can make it into a passionate niche if it's some kind of I've seen those guitar spoons, which is just it's the form of a guitar. Immediately, you're in the guitar niche, you have a spoon, it's easy to upsell, all good. And the easy to upsell thing is so important to keep in mind before you even start testing the product. Because most people think that the average order value is made in their upselling structure and in their funnel, when in reality, most of the upselling is done before in the product research. So every product which doesn't fit the upsell potential criteria, you cancel away as well. Then the next thing you do is go through the list again, find out which products have really good creatives and which products actually allow you to make really good creatives, because some products are just boring or some products are very tough to make a creative. For example, if you have a product which is for horses, it's tough to find a horse to actually make a good creative for that, all right? That's a thing you have to keep in mind. Now, obviously, there's influencers and you could still make it work, but that's just an example. And then you also look out for really good clips which are out there, which you could potentially use as well for your ads. And you have this process of elimination. And those things which I just mentioned are just a couple of examples. There's so much more to finding a good product, and you have to cancel out so many things from your list. And that's why it's crucial to make a huge list of all the products you find and then cancel out everything. Be super intolerant. Any product which doesn't match every single criteria, you cancel out. You're ruthless with that. Because if you're not, you're just gonna test bullshit and waste your money. So those criteria I just mentioned are just examples. There's way more to this. However, you have to go about it the other way. Most people just find a product and think it's good and they sell it. In reality, you have to find hundreds of products and make sure that you cancel out all the bad ones and you're just left with the good ones, okay? That's a way better process of finding winners. Now, I still know that it's gonna be very tough for you to pinpoint a good product and say, this is a good product and this is a bad product, okay? It's gonna just be tough before you have your first winning products, and that's normal. And the same thing goes for me, and the same thing goes for my students. Even if you're in a program, you're still gonna have a little bit of a tough time of understanding why the product is good, why the product is bad, and that's exactly why inside of the program, I always look over your sheet, okay? So if you're in the program, I look over your sheet and tell you, this product is good, this product is bad, why is it good, why is it bad? And we're gonna narrow your sheet down till we have the top product, okay? And we select the product together, and I'm basically gonna improve every single product you test so you don't waste money, okay? So if you're interested in that, click the link below, sign up for a free consultation session. We're gonna find out if we're a good fit. If yes, we're gonna start working together. It's a one-on-one program. I'm literally gonna coach you through everything I know about dropshipping. And throughout the whole program, you can ask me every question you want. And I'm just gonna give you a step-by-step plan on what to do. So if you're interested, click the link below and see you there.